Oh, behave. Yeah.
Love it when they just out. Hello YouTubers. YouTubers? Tubers? I don't know. What do we call ourselves? No idea. I think this day, today, is going to be the one day where it's not piddling down all day. The wife's away in Poland with my sister and my niece. So if it's sunny, we're going to make the most of it. Hopefully we'll manage about an hour before we got to get off and swing my arm around like a bloody orangutan. Oh, have I got everything? Spectacles. Ooh, testicles. Wallet. Watch. Spectacles, testicles, wallet and watch. Never leave home without any of them. I nearly did once. When I was a nipper, my brothers passed me over a fence that had spike railings, and nearly left the old testicles behind. That bloody hurt. I don't know where we're going today, just anywhere. I'm going that way. At the moment, that's good enough. Oh my life, look at that. You just want to have a car. Why? How can you filter on that? Sounds nice though. Grunt, whatever it is. She is a heavy old bitch. Hey Cardo, battery status.
Battery status 80%.
Oh, look at that, it works. Works wonders when you plug them in. Hello. Good old quick shifter. A big showground a bit later on in the year. Nice road when it's dry and when it's clean. All the time you get covered in shit where the tractors come out of the fields and everything. Normally covered in grit. There you go. Why not? Some lovely little villages. That bloody cable. I think when I get off, I'm gonna bite that a bit tighter with my teeth. Arrgh. My missus always says to me, "Do you not feel a bit of an idiot talking to yourself all the time you're riding round?" I said, "But I'm used to it now." So no, not that bad. Workforce in road. I bet they're not doing a lot. I can remember we were coming on a shout out here one day. So we're coming through on blues and twos and sirens, and funny enough, it was me and the bin man. I was driving, so we're sort of trucking on through here at a rate of knots, and the steering wheel, I was feeling this shaking on the steering wheel. It was getting worse, and it was getting worse quite quickly, so we radioed up and said, "You'll have to send someone else to this emergency. I think we've got a problem with the vehicle." And we pulled into that Thimble pub that we passed just now with the thatched roof. We pulled into the car park there. So I whacked the steering right over onto a hard lock. Tyres were fine. Whacked the steering over on a hard lock, and that was fine. I said to Ash, "Turn it the other way." I went round and had a look at the other side. And just a bit of background, this vehicle had just come back from the main Mercedes dealership. We won't say which one. Because it had been in an accident and it had basically a whole new front end put on it. So down on the, oh, that's nice, very nice. Down on the linkage, suspension linkage, where the, I don't know whether you still call them wishbones and everything, basically one of the bolts, the main bolt that sort of dropped down to and held all the hub assembly and everything on, that didn't have a nut on the back of it, so it was working its way out. So obviously the higher the bolt got, or the further out the bolt came, the wobblier that steering was getting. I mean, bear in mind we were responding to an emergency, so we weren't hanging about. To think what could have happened had we not stopped, not just to us and the vehicle. You know, you lose control of a 5.5 ton vehicle going at that kind of speed. Who knows where you're going to land up? You know, you could have landed up in somebody's bloody living room. So we weren't impressed, and when the recovery truck came to get us, told us, he said it was virtually out. Good job we stopped when we did. Just goes to show you never know what's going to happen 5 minutes time. God bless you, sir. Oh, pheasants. Oh, that's squaring up. 2 males. 2 cock pheasants can have a scrap. This is what I was saying about these roads, like, you come round the bend and then there's shit all over it. I mean, luckily, thankfully, this bit's dry-ish. We're off to the Isle of Wight soon. It's another couple of weeks' time. 3rd of April we go. Only the one night, just to get over and have a little flit round. We're going to have a ride around that loop that was going to be the Isle of Wight TT, they were going to call it. It's I think it's only about whether it's an 8 or a 12 mile circuit. Obviously you can't gun it because it's still roads with speed limits and things you've got to abide by. A lot of it is through housed areas. Obviously in the race they'd be flying through there at a great rate of knots. Not sure how it's standing at the moment. They I know a lot of the homeowners were kicking off. It was a case of the old not in my backyard. You know, these houses that they live in twice a year as their holiday home, or twice if you're lucky. You don't want these bikes flying past there, even though they probably won't be there. But I mean, the money that would bring, I know the Isle of Wight is busy anyway, but the money that would bring in, I would think would be incredible. Oh, don't look at the clouds go away. What's the song say? Bring me sunshine. You take a corner wide, look, you'll end up meeting that. Oh, nice bit of engine braking there. Now this pub here, the Green Man, let me put this bloody visor up again. They do some cracking old-fashioned puddings. So you have your meal, and then you can have those old favourites like spotted dick and custard, jam roly-poly and custard, banana splits, Knickerbocker glory. Oh, I love it. Brilliant puddings in there. Way to do it. Anyway, Maestro, cue the music.